stage here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here at the Palace on the Prairie, you know this is one of the most iconic stadiums in all of college football. Gaylord family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium gets rocking for the Sooners. They have got so many loyal fans. You know they bleed crimson and cream here. They are excited after a 10-win season last year, and these fans can't wait to get it started again. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. Malachi Tony, and you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense.
Man, I've been waiting for this game for a long time, Reese, after everything you just said. Do not blink, do not go to the bathroom, because both of these offenses can score quickly. These passing attacks are two of the most dangerous in the entire country, and it's always fun when you get to this first game now, because it's one thing to do it in practice, but you can't wait to get out and finally do it against a live defense. And when you've got quarterback play and you've got weapons catching the ball like these offenses have, boy, oh boy, you know it's just going to be exciting.
The run inside. It's Fletcher. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Unloads quickly. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Maybe a crease. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Pulls it and fires to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Finds a man on the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Sooners offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And the story is going to be in this one, will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Quickly out to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big third down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to.
Here's a little room there. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, after their opponent just scored a TD, they need a touchdown themselves to tie this one. And what a big-time run there on third down. I don't know if the defense was expecting them to hand it off, but once he got the football, man, he knew exactly where that first down marker was, and he made sure he got it to keep his offense on the field.
Grab near the sticks. It's Sategna. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
To the air. It's Mateer. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Turning it on. Shakes off the defender. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Can't get him to the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Pulls and fires complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Canes come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. All the way back. Touchdown, Canes.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Coming out with it, it's Sategna. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. From the gun. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Harris. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way, but this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Unloads it left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
and quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Last completion, picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Working that left side. There he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. They'll run the counter. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the carry on 3rd down. Back to the ground with the running back. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the running.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now on the counter. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Robinson. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here comes the option. Now the toss. There's a crease. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Back to pass on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Some days just aren't your day, and he's already made 2 big mistakes in this ball game with the interceptions, and he almost threw a third. This quarterback's really got to dial in, get focused, get his feet set, and make good deliveries of the football to his wide receivers.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Mateer. They're setting up the screen. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down.
You're not going to fool this guy on the running back screen. They're trying to invite him up the field, rushing the passer, but he saw it too soon. He was able to stop in his tracks, locate the running back, get outside, and make a tackle. That is a very...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. Just over 30 seconds to play here in the first half as they take over 1st and 10. Ncaa got it set up on the outside. At the 35, he's got room. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. And the Canes will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Vaughn.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll pull it down. And to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. Going for the marker on the ground. Plows through the defense. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Checking in with Coach Venables at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Throws to the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play-action fake. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And the missed connection on third down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
What a disappointment. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The errant 45-yard field goal try sets them up with the football on their own 28. They'll run it from the... It's a fumble! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep. But the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
Knocked down for the tackle. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Might be looking to run. trying to make magic. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals, 5 points of pressure, and prioritize holding on to the ball.
Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Back to throw. It's Mateer. It's complete to the left. Now well within striking distances. That 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Robinson. Strong run. Picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Throws for the tight end. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And I know that wasn't a big game, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions, they got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle.
There's some room. Touchdown, Miami. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's to Tegna. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves,
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And the timing just a hair off.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Sends it back in motion. Here's Ncaa to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker, and I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Fires to the right. Got a man. It's Sategna. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The run inside. It's Robinson. Makes it past the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. First and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. He will not get there as the defense stopped him again. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. The give. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Picks up the 1st down. Maybe some room here. What a run! Finally knocked out of bounds at the 48, and he got them out of a world of hurt in an instant. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Makes a man miss. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Running inside. It's Brown. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And he'll be brought down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his back in the middle. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. And the Canes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run it. It's Fletcher. He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown.